I couldn't be there, and I said, well, this is public property, and I can't. And then I said, and then he said, well, it's being leased by someone. I said, public property does not cease being public property when it is leased. And I continued circulating. He said, okay, well, I'm going to call the police. They called the police, and they came out, and I said basically the same thing. And I said, you're violating my First Amendment rights, which are constitutionally guaranteed.
And tell everybody where you were.
I was at Hillsboro Stadium, which is public property, and I was gathering signatures.
Is there an event going on there?
There was an event. It was the Hippiechick's half marathon run. There were quite a few people there. It was a public event, and they said, "Oh no, it's a private event." Well, it was not a private event. There was no charge to walk in on. I did not walk into the stadium. We were on the grounds outside where people were milling about, and so the officer said, "Well, so are you going to leave?" I said, "No, I'm not. If you like to arrest me, go ahead." And they proceeded to arrest me. I got the names of the men in the organizer and the arresting officer.
Do you remember their names?
I have it written down. The man that I spoke with was Kevin Brown. The organizer was Gary Wilson, and the arresting officer was Daniel Larkins.
And so what happened when they brought you back here to the Washington County? Is this the Washington County Jail?
Yeah, well, I was handcuffed and then put in the police car and waited forever for him to come down here, and then it was very uncomfortable being handcuffed. I did ask him to get me out, and that was more comfortable. They did all their processing, and
Do you recall what time it was that you were picked up?
I got here about 12, right around noon, and I think it's 2:30 now.
So, and then to put you in a holding cell, or where did you have to wait?
In the processing open area.
So
In the lobby, I guess.
Okay, great. So how did they leave it with you when you walked out the door? What did they say the next step was? What's happening at this point?
And that I have, well, here's the release agreement. I have a court date on Wednesday, May 23rd at 8:30. I do need to get that changed. It says I'm not to go within 100 yards of the victim's residence. I don't know who the victim is, work, vehicle, or person, and I'm to have no contact with Hillsboro Stadium.
Okay. Do you have a personal relationship with Hillsboro Stadium?
That's the first time I've ever been there.
Probably won't be going back real soon.
Not until after the 23rd.
Okay.